Hare Krishna. Welcoming you all to level 1, 18 days Bhagavad Gita course. Okay, so we are coming to the second last day. Very interesting chapter and very nice. The topic is not very philosophical, so that you get bored. At least I get bored. Philosophies are all getting bored. This is actually we will know where we stand, which guna we are in. We are in Tamo guna, Rajo guna, Sattva guna. We ourselves can make out and we can improve ourselves. Okay, that is the chapter is all about. So I'm just saying once Hare Krishna Mantra, you all can do it in mute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And requesting all to put your numbers in chat also you put, and if possible, apply it on the Google form also. Google form nahi khulte to at least write in chat as you were doing earlier. You can write it in chat. We take a screenshot and I will mark you all present. Whoever is coming, let's go to mark you all present. Punit Raj, I've put your video off, okay? So if you are a student, kindly put your name because I've not heard your name earlier. Put your name and mobile number in the chat box, or you can fill the Google form. Yes, I'll just take the pranati now. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagathitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratvishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So let's enter into the 17 chapters. So understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. Today is the 17th day. So we'll be learning 17th chapter. This chapter 17. And the title of the chapter is Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Faith. What is that? Shraddha means faith. Faith Traya. 3 types of faith. So according to our material modes, our Shraddha also differs. Our faith in God also differs. So the divisions of the faith, that is the main topic we'll be seeing. Based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, Abhaycharan Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So yesterday, what we did, a quick recap. transcendental and demonic qualities. What are the divine qualities and what are the this demonic qualities we saw. And the demonic nature. There's so many went on and on and on. And so why all these details are given? Because so that we select, oh, this nature we have to change, not others. We have to change. So written in very much in detail, so that we'll just leave those characters, whatever we are possessed, we will leave it so that we will be in the bhakti marg mein, aichi tarah se, we can proceed ahead. Then choice. What is the choice? We escape from this jail. We are all in Kale Mashasatam, which is a jail. There's no scope of no improvement, no happiness, nothing. All false relation, false. Everything is false here. So we have to escape from this prison and go where? To Goloka Vrindavan, where there will be all real happiness and everything that we have already done. Tomorrow again, that will be the ultimately what God says that we will see. So today we are going to talk about, there are only 8 sections. Arjuna's inquiry. Again, he starts with an inquiry. He has a doubt. He asks about unauthorized worship. See, scriptures, it is written, do this, do this, do this. But people, what they do, they read. Sometimes some people read, but they will do whatever they feel like. Some people don't read. Naturally, they won't know. So they will just continue doing whatever they want to do. That is worship. Worshipping whom, where, why. So they won't know anything. Since my mother and father did, my ancestors did, I'm doing. What you're doing, I don't know. They will just keep following blindly. So Arjuna is inquiring. So they are in which mode? Are they in Sattva-guna? Are they in Rajoguna? Or are they in Tamoguna? That is his first question. So Krishna answers to that. 3 modes determine one's faith and worship. A person is doing a worship. He has a faith. Means it depends on the which mode is in the supreme. Sometimes your Rajoguna will be in the supreme thing. So you will be following that scripture or whatever. Your action will be based on your which 3 material mode, which mode is on the higher supreme air. Then foods in 3 modes. So when the 3 modes, according to the modes, people eat also. So their foods differ, the sacrifices differ according to the modes. They can 3 kinds of austerity. So what are the 3 kinds of austerity we'll see? And austerity also differs according to the 3 modes. So from that modes, from the austerity, what we do, from the food we eat, we can conclude, oh, then I am in this guna. No, not done. Then we have to improve. That is how we have to going to learn this. Then charity in 3 modes. If people are there to give, donation, charity and all. But if you are in certain guna, you will do this charity. So that difference will be there. So we will see all the details inside. And the last is Om Tat Sat. Always in any japa, yajna and all, you can find Om. They say that. And what is that Om? Because Krishna said in 10th chapter, Om represents me only. So whatever you may do, any homa, any name, you keep that homa, any name it will be. But they start with Om. So finally it is what going to Krishna only. So the Om Tat Sat is sacrifice, charity, austerity should be offered to the Supreme. Om Satyate Nirdesho. So all this we'll see in detail inside. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Shraddhatraya. 3 Shraddhas. 3 types of devotion, faith. Vibhaga Yoga Atha Saptadasho Dhyaya 17. 10 plus 7 is 17. So now first of this what? Arjuna's inquiry about unauthorized worship. Some people have their own whims and fancies. They'll keep continuing doing that. So they are situated in which mode? That is what is question. Arjuna uvacha yesha sarvidim utsrijya yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesham nishtatuka Krishna sattvam aho rajastamaha. Arjuna inquired, oh Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination? If you ask them, Friday upwas, or Monday nariyal photo, or something, they will go. Tuesday I'll go to temple. But why? I don't know. My ancestors did, or my parents did, or somebody did in my family, or neighbor said, or my friend said, I'm doing that. First, we should inquire whether it is there in the scriptures. Like Ekadashi Vrata. Yes, it is given in scriptures, so we must follow. And why Ekadashi Vrata is to be followed, all the details will be given. So now we have come to such a stage, Ekadashi means fast. And do what? Fasting means not totally fasting. There are people who don't eat, who don't take even water. Nirjal was they keep. which I don't recommend. If you, after a certain age it becomes difficult, then instead of being healthy and do japa, you'll be almost sick and you'll be waiting when Ekadashi will get over, I'll get to eat something. That is of no use. You have to keep your body fed, but think more of Lord. So don't do extraordinary, food and all that. They make simple food like khichdi and all that, small food you make just to offer to Lord. Take it as a prasad, enough for the day. So that is how we have to eat, so that you get plenty of time to think of God. But there are people who have their own whims and fancies too, like Scientology, and flying spaghetti monsters. There are people who believe in all this. They will create, some people are there who will create a religion, create a custom, and they will say, no, follow this. So they're cult people. So there are people like that. So when people, and there are people who are following that, some people may start. There are others who are ready to follow. No, that's why that is called flourishing. So they are in which mode? When it is not there written in scriptures and they follow a certain system. So what are they called? Are they in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance? That is what his question is. So today's chapter is all about this only. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha is replying. God is replying. Faith and worship in three modes. What is that? Trivida Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Saswabhavaja Satviki Rajasi Cha Eva. Cha Eva means and also. Chaiva we say, that is together we say Chaiva. That is Eva. Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tam Shruno. Shruno means Suno. Listen. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, according to the modes of nature acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be of three kinds: in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance. Now, hear about this. Now, I will tell you in detail. According, we have done this earlier also. Sometimes there's always a competition between these three modes. I will be superior, I will be superior. So either sometimes the Sattva-guna will be superior, so we will be doing that, that type of acts, like doing more of japa, getting up early, do Bhagavan. Then there will be some supremacy of what? Rajoguna. Then you will be very active. Don't forget God and all. I have lot many other things too. So multitasking. We'll be doing all the work. Then the other, sometimes what? Tamoguna reigns in our body. That time what happens? When you are influenced by tamoguna more, when you feel to be like, tend to be lazy, don't feel like doing any mood nahi aaj. That when you say no. So when that sort of makes you dull and dumb. So this is how. So that is what Krishna says. So it depends on the acquired by the modes of nature. It depends on the modes of nature which we have acquired and which is on the supreme that particular time. Accordingly, we have faith and everything differs. For example, in this there's a map. This is given. Bhakta. We'll start with Kami. Kami is a person who will do work for his benefits. Okay. Like first, what you'll have? Rajoguna. Rajoguna is, I have to achieve this, I have to achieve that. I should be the first one. I show that I will get this result, this, that. And I will be there. That I factor will be there. So he will do karma. He will definitely do work. And karma is what? It will have fruitive, this what opposite reaction. Then kama. He will love to do certain things. Okay. And where he will achieve, when he leaves the body, because of so much of passionate nature, he will go to Swargaloka. That is all we can reach. Whereas Jnani is one who learns scriptural studies, mental speculation, which is better, why, what, when, how God did that, when did you do that, what was his age. That, see, normal bhaktas like us, we are not bothered. Krishna ne kiya. Just believe it. Namaskar, please save us. We are totally surrendering. But Jnanis, they will just try to have some, through their knowledge, they will try to analyze why, when. So when did he do that? Did he really do it? Was he really 5 years old or 6 years old when he lifted the mountain? How he could have done all the question and answer they will do. So they start with Sattva-guna. They're all good people only. They will have Sattva-guna in them. And then they will develop Jnana. Jnana means knowledge. They will develop knowledge. And then they will also get liberated because Jnana is also important. So they will get liberated, but they reach a platform of Brahman platform that we had learned in first chapter, first and second, in between it was repeated. God can be realized in 3 stages: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. We are achieving the topmost, Brahma, this Bhagwan. We are actually trying to get there with the Bhakti Marg. But this Jnana is where they will go to Brahman. That's all. Then that is the end of it. No, we, like bhaktas, we are all called bhaktas. We start with Shuddha Sattva. What is that? Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna will not affect us because we are every day, every time we start our day, get up early in the morning, do Mangala Arati, watch Mangala Arati. We can do at home also Mangala Arati after taking bath, and I can do. In case, 4:30 is too early for us to take bath and do, okay, do Aram se. But then at least watch whatever temple is. So accordingly, you can learn and you can do. So that is how your day starts, with watching Mangala Arati. Then around 5 o'clock, there will be Japa session going on. Along with them, you do Japa. So if the start of your day itself is such a pious mode, so slowly what you're doing, all the Rajogun, Tamogun, sab nikal jayega. Then you're not only one day, the most of the days when you do, slowly you're on the path of this upgradation of your bhakti. So bhakti, that way you will reach bhakti. And then what? You have a love for the God. Or yeah, I have to, today to yesterday I gave him only water as prasad, nivedya, Today I have to bake something for my Krishna. See, that love you create, you will start thinking that Krishna is there in my house. He's there protecting me. So I'll make some good food today. Yesterday I was in a hurry. I had to go out somewhere. If I could not make proper meals, today I have to make proper food and I have to offer him. We are going to have is there, but first primary concern is to feed the Lord. So then that becomes prema. Then you get that prema, bhava. And after that, you achieve Krishna, which is the ultimate and topmost, from where we don't come back. So this is how bhaktas behave. Bhaktas is devotees. So we are all Krishna bhaktas. We do that. So according to your Rajoguna, Tamoguna, and what Sattoguna, you behave, your what actions will depend on that. Sattvanurupa sarvasya shraddha bhavati bharata shraddha mayoyam ayam purisho yo yat shraddha sa eva sa o son of Bharata. According to one's existence under the various modes of nature, it's a similar second and third are similar. According to one's existence under the various modes of nature, one evolves a particular kind of faith. The living being is said to be of a particular faith according to the modes he has acquired. We normally have all the three modes, but some people have one supreme mode always. Some people will be always in Sattoguna, always doing japa, and going to temple, do that, do this. For Lord, they will keep doing that. But some people are always in active, Bhagavan ke liye kiya, thoda bahut. And then you leave. I have to go to that place, this place, I have to achieve this. It's very active in this other material world. So they are all very, they are in Rajoguna. Then there are people who are not bothered at all. They are lazy. They will be, dumb, and so nothing can affect him. So there's what is which guna is in supreme? They are in Tamoguna supreme. So according to that guna, they will be behaving. So one evolves particular kind of faith. So according the faith also differs. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yajante satvika. Yajante satvika devam yaksharakshamsi rajasaha pretan bhutaganas Yajante tamasa janaha. Yajante means puja karte hain, worship. Who? Sattvic people, that is Sattoguna people. Who? Devan. They are worshipping devas. All Sattvic people will do what? They will go to demigod, they will pray, they will do worship. It can be anything, Brahma, Shiva, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ayyappa, and Muruga, Ganpati, anybody. Other than Krishna, they are all coming under demigods. No problem. That will, but keep in your mind, it is like leaf and flower and fruit and that only. The main trunk and root is what? Krishna. They're all, the root is Krishna, that's all. So you can't pour water to the each flower and that. You normally pour water to the, that is how we have to do worship. We have to supposed to do that. So pour water in the root and then it will grow. The whole tree will grow. The same way how we eat. We don't feed our eyes because carrot is good for our eyes. You don't just push carrot in your eyes. You eat it. It goes into stomach only. But the extract goes, the blood stays, and it gives proteins or whatever, vitamins or anything that brings to the body. Same concept only. So you have to know that. You keep continuing, do all this demigod worship, no problem. But it is a wrong way of doing. That's what Krishna says. It's wrong. When you have a right way, when you're going some far away place, okay, just for sightseeing. But there are two roads. One is that muddy road, and the other one is concrete road. Which obviously we take a concrete road, right? We don't want the tire to get burst and then you take a proper road. But no, I'm so used to going with that muddy road and that hill ke jaane ka, it will take a lot of time, no problem. But there may be people. So do go according. Ultimately, your destination is the same. But only our path, the bhakti path, thinking of the Lord Krishna, that path is very smooth and he is the ultimate abode. And once you reach there, you don't come back to this normal world taking a rebirth. That much we must be able to remember that. So yajante satvika, sattva people yajante, they do worship to devas, demigods. Yaksha rakshamsi rajasaha. Rajasic people, what they do? They're demonic people. Demonic means what? Power hungry people, money power, muscle power, all these people are there, no? Like politicians or anybody. So those, but people are there to respect them and do all this like as if they're all God. Because through him he will get admission, through him he may get some job offer, anything, he will do some favor. For that he will be very, doing all that namaskar and all. So people who are very much into Rajasic, people who are in Rajasic nature, they will do these acts. And there are tamasic people who, during night, they go to some tree, they just do circumambulate the tree, do some, I don't know what they do, black magic and what they do, such. So, pretan, bhuta, ganam, cha, anye, yajante means worship, who? Tamasic janaha, tamasic people go there and they do all that. See all this, so much of, we don't know what is it, okay. Just lighting some candle, not candle, sorry, karpuram in hand and all. So there are different types of worshippers according to their moods. So men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods, those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirit. Ashastra, this is what the same topic here, faith and worship in 3 modes. All topic I've segregated, and it comes according to the number wise also. Ashastra vihitam ghoram tapat tapyante ye tapojanaha damba hankara samyuktaha kamaraga balambitaha कर्षयन्त शरीरस्थं भूतग्रामम् अचेतसः मां चैवान्तः शरीरस्थं तान् विद्धि असुर निश्चयान् असुरा करके डाल दिया ठीक है. Those who undergo severe austerities and finances, not recommended in the scriptures at all. Is any scripture writing like this? Put your head down on the ground and just be, so he will be finding so much difficulty in breathing. But he will be doing. I don't know who told him, but he is enjoying that. What? Some people may put 1 rupee, 2 rupees, that's all. He may be collecting maximum 50 rupees, 100 rupees per day. But he is ready to do that. But none of the scriptures, in no scripture it is written that you need to put your head down in the ground and, do this namaskar and all. So it was whims and fancies. Then I enjoy that, yeah, whatever. I have been doing this. Some people have said that. My Swamiji said, somebody will be the Swamiji. He must have said and whatever. Those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in the scriptures, performing them out of pride and egoism, who are impelled by lust and attachment, who are foolish, and who torture the material elements of the body, as well as the supreme super soul dwelling within. Not only is torturing his body and the soul, super soul is also there. He is troubling that super soul also. Paramatma also is troubling. Are known to be as demons. So all this people do, they're all demonic natures. Now food, the 3 modes of people, how they eat food. So in Bhagavad Gita, you can learn everything. There's a life manual. That's what it's a personality development course you can name, or life manual you can say. How to eat, when to get up, when to do what not to do, everything will be good. आयु सत्वबलारोग्य सुखप्रीति विवर्धनाः रस्याः स्निग्धः स्थिरा हृदया आहार सात्विक प्रिया sattva people who are in sattva guna, they like it. Aharam, which ahar they like? Food is dear to those in the mode of goodness. Increase the duration of life because they eat normal food, healthy food, so they have no disease, so they live a long life with healthy life. They live a long and healthy life. Increase the duration of life, purify one's existence means what? Purify one's existence. We are all in the we are all born in material world. And do what? We have to definitely be the servitor of the Lord. So that we will be purifying ourselves and find a way to get liberated and go to Goloka Vrindavan. That is our prime motive of, because we are doing our best to go to Goloka Vrindavan. Still we have, I said, it is 100 out of 100 you need to take. Even if you get 99.99999, no, you have for that 0.001, you need to take a birth. But what God will do is, He will not make us take a form of a cockroach or ant or anything. He will give us a human form, and also He will give us a intelligence of taking up the scriptural studies and all. Why? Because we already scored so much mark, or thoda mark bacha hai. Complete that also in the Janma and get rid of this. Get rid of this life, this vicious cycle, and get out of this. That is how God is also trying to, make us. That's why He has given us human form. Because of our past karma of doing good things, we have got a human form. Not by lucky chance, ticket, lottery dal diya ho, we got a human. No, we have been struggling right from amoeba and all that small ants and this, everything we crossed. Now we have come to a human form. Maybe earlier also we were in human form. We did maximum, how much ever we could, we did. But after a certain age, we died. So, baki jitna bhi, like, marks is left out, because that marks is all carry forward. Unlike our material world, again you have to start with A for apple. This is not like that. So this, what we'll do is, how much of a mark we earn. So again, from that we proceed. So earlier the better. Children, small age in our center, we can see age of 10 years and 8 years, 9 years, they are Bal Gurus. They're taking class, higher class. They what scriptures they learn. They understand such small age. They understand so many things. So it is all, past their life. They have that, because when the soul leaves, it takes along with it the Sukshma Sharira also. In the Sukshma Sharira, what is there? Mind, intelligence, policy, everything is there. So that mind and intelligence, what they were doing earlier, they may not remember what they were, but that is there imbibed. Some people in a small, this word, in today's, the chess champion, what is it, child prodigy, 17, 18 years. Oh, he became so famous, 18 years, how he can do so much? Sister, both are like that. So it is like previous Janmaka, it is just coming like that. So that is how, you take that quality forward. So food dear to those in a mode of goodness, what they do, what they eat, proper normal diet they eat. So that diet will have, that will effect is what? Increase the duration of life, purify one's existence. I was there. Purify one's existence. So as a human being, you should be aware that we are all come here to just go back to Godhead. That is our permanent house. We have made a mistake and we have come here. No, we don't know how to go back again and again. We are just living, taking each form in each janma, and we are got, entangled in this. So we have to escape from here. So what we have to do, purify. How to do purification? By doing japa, by taking up devotional service. Devotional service, attending class is also devotional service. Doing japa is also devotional service. Attending Bhagavad Gita classes, or, Bhagwan ko bhog chadana, eating prasad, all this, going to temple, all this will be purifying your existence here. Then give strength. Such good food will give you strength, will give you good health, happiness and satisfaction. Such foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome and pleasing to the heart. It won't give you burning sensation that nothing will happen, because all that food will be very simple and this food. Now second is what? 3 modes mein give you. So Katvam Lavanya Krishna Tikshna Ruksha Vidahinaha Ahara Rajasasyeshta Dukka Shoka Mayaprada. Rajasic people, what they would like to eat? They would like to eat foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry, and burning, are dear to those in a mode of passion. How much of a chili dollar? Nice, add more chili powder, add more chilies. They would like to have like that. Some people are they want all spicy, hot and dry. Such foods cause distress, misery and disease. Ultimately, ulcer or some disease they will get. So that is all. Rajasic people would like to have such foods. Yata yamam gatarasam puti paryushitam chayat uchishtam apicha medyam bhojanam tamasapriyam. Now tamasic people, what they would like to eat? You can see the worms dancing, but they will not be able to see. They see only the food. It should not be wasted. Can't put it in dustbin. Put it inside your stomach, which is a big dustbin. So whatever you eat, it will get digested. That is what they think. It doesn't get digested so easily. It takes, with great effort, it digests. One day it will strike. One day it will lose its patience. It say, no more digestion. You are just dumping anything and everything. Whatever you see, everything you're putting in the stomach, I'm now going to digest. Enough of your drama. Then we will have it. So as long as everything is getting digested, we just eat whatever is seen, whatever is heard and all that. And all these things, we have to be very, very, very careful. And cheese and all that fungus, and you can see in the bread and all comes. So you just cut that portion and you eat. So if it is not seen, you eat. A part of your bread is got fungus, with the other side also it must have come. Only that we are unable to see because we have that problematic eyes. No, our ears, eyes, nothing is perfect. So all these things, if you eat, who eats? Only tamasic people eat. Yet food, read that. Food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. So if you cook at 10 o'clock in the morning, 11, 12, 1, you should be having your food by 1. After that, if you eat, because of the climate, weather and all, I mean, especially in India, in South and all, we have humid and, not conducive for food to remain fresh forever. Like. So it becomes, it gets rot. Food that is tasteless, then, they will eat all that 3 hours later. Morning pakaya and they will eat in the evening. Reheat, again reheat, before eating reheat. All the, only for the namesake, they will eat nothing. All the ingredients, whatever is supposed to be having in our body, it should be taken in the body, will all be lost by reheating. Then food that is tasteless, they will eat all that, decomposed, putrid, and food consisting of remnants. अरे बच्चा ने नहीं खाया, इसको फेंकना है, खा लो. बच्चे को खिलाए, all that, uchishta. What? You're not supposed to eat the one. It's like saliva. The child ka saliva also will have germs. So you're not supposed to throw it. That's why, take little serving. We always say, take little serving. Even if you have to waste it, little serving will be wasted. But these people will want nothing should be wasted, then put it in their own mouth, the stomach. So all this, tamasic people will do that. Tamoguna people will do that. And untouchable things is dear to those in a mode of darkness. Then now what sacrifices? How people do sacrifice according to their moods. Afala akankshibir yagno viddidishchoya ichyate yashtavyam eveti manah samadhaya satvikaha. How sattvic people will do sacrifice, we'll see. Of sacrifices, the sacrifice performed according to the direction of scripture as a matter of duty by those who desire no reward is of the nature of goodness. We have come to ISKCON. Acharyas have said, do japa. At least one mala, that is 108 times japa you do every day. No question should be asked because it's chitta shuddhi. We are going to get purified. By doing japa, are we going to help them in any way? No. Right from 550 years pehle se, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is main preaching that only. We are in Kali Yuga, we have to get rid of this material world only by Nama Japa. Kindly do. He's been repeating that after the Acharyas who have come after that following him, they are also saying, and Prabhupada has made ISKCON center so that many people the awareness will come and start doing japa. So this is how you have to hold the mala. This finger has to be, index finger has to be left, and you have to roll it like this towards you. 108 beads will be there. Each bead you have to say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One bead down. Again, hold next bead, say the same thing, one bead down. That way you have to do 108 times, and this is what people do. What expectation? Nothing. This is my normal routine. The moment I get up, I brush my teeth, the same thing. Morning, I have to do japa. One mala I have to do. If I'm interested, if I have time, I do 2 mala, 4 mala, 8, 10, 16. 16 is the minimum rod, Prabhupada has said. But if you don't have time, at least make it, because we are all in basic level. We can stop it in 1, no problem. But 1 at least mala we should do. So at least from today onwards, if today means Rako, before going to sleep, just do 1 mala and make it a habit of doing in the morning hours. It will do good to you only. You will find a difference. We just make a note of it from which day you started and continuously do for a month or maybe 20 days of it. Some people get that, I'm feeling so nice. Within few days, they will feel. Some people will do for 3 months, 6 months, they will not get. Slowly you will get it, but that is very rare. Okay, people normally say in 10 days, I'm feeling so nice. Yeah, maybe 15 days. They say that. So as a matter of duty, they will do without expecting anything in return. If I do japa, what will I get? They won't ask. By those who desire no reward, is of the nature of goodness, sattva guna. Then sacrifice in 3 modes. Second is what? Rajoguna. Abhisandhaya tu phalam dambatam api chaivayat ijate bharatat shreshta tam yajnam viddhi rajasam. But the sacrifice performed for some material benefit, I need like Ayushomam. We do all that, no? Ayusham is my life has to be, I should live long for many years. Do some japa. Or any, I want more money, or my business should be doing good, or good position, anything, you name it, some scripture will, in scripture, everything is written. You do this, Falashruti, what? You'll get good job. Do it. So that is how people expect something and do japa and all. I mean, this yajna and all. But sacrifice performed for some material benefit or for the sake of pride. Some people for the sake of, every month I do, no, ma, come, see, I'm doing. Just for the sake of pride, they do. Oh, chief of the Bhartas, you should know to be in the mode of passion. They're all in Rajasic. They are just show off people. I factor will be there and they would like to show. Then Vidhihinam ashatanam, mantrahinam adakshinam, shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate, tamasic people. So any sacrifice performed without regard for the direction of scripture, every time it comes like that. Tamasic people, they don't follow scriptures, so they're all in tamasic. Without distribution of prasad, some people they'll just do for the namesake. What prasad distribution? No, nothing. Whatever made, I will only eat. Prasadam is what? To be made, offered to the Lord, and offered to people, whoever is there. He will not call anybody, he will just make it and he will eat it. That is spiritual. Prasadam is spiritual food. Without chanting of Vedic hymns and remuneration to the priest. People who have come to do the, offering this, puja and all that, they will bargain with them also. How much you are charging, Baba? Itna to nahi de sakte. What is it available in market? Those people are all learned pandit. Can we say those shlokas and this they're saying they won't even refer books. So they are all so well versed in all that. So we must respect them. The respect is gone nowadays. So we treat them as, Arey, why you are coming late? Why we can always send our car and make arrangement. No, for doctor and all we will do because they qualified. No, they are learned. For doctors and other big people, I'm sending car and please come. We'll do all that. For a Brahmana, for a Pandit, just because he may be very poor, not poor financially, they're all very well off only, but we don't respect them. People are so coming late, 8:30. No, I've got so much of other work. He is coming to do puja for your sake only. If he was not there, your puja will not get over. So he's come, he's doing shlokas and all. He's saying, he's telling you, Achaman karo, take water in the sand, put water here, put this, put that, and all done. Okay. For that also, they will not pay dakshina. There are people that way. So if you don't do all that, don't give prasad, don't give dakshina to all these people who do all that, without chanting Vedic hymns and no remuneration given to the priest, and without faith, to just finish it and go. I have got so much of work. Just namesake, like, Shrad and all nowadays, it's become like a thing, like, Shrad because I have so much of other work. That is more important. So without faith is considered to be in a mode of ignorance. This is not Basmasam, it's different. Devat Vijaguru Pragya. Know what? 3 kinds of austerity. How we can respect, how we go down to elders and all. Devat Vijaguru Pragya Pujanam Shocham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Mahimsa Cha Shariram Tapauchyate. Austerity of the body consists of worship of the Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and superiors like the father, mother. Apna hi ghar mein father, mother ko pehla namaskar karo. Then go to your other auntie, uncle, and neighbors and all. You can do all that. Some people, what they do is, ghar ka parents and they don't bother at all. But dunya mein, he's such a nice man. Anytime I see him, he just falls at my feet to take, Ashirwad. At home, they don't do anything. Because nobody is bothered, no. Who will praise them? There are people like that. I've seen such people. So, I'm referring, thinking of them, I'm referring them and see. So you have to go down to, you have to worship the Supreme Lord, Brahmanas. Brahmanas are all well educated. They do all that, what Gurukul system they have. They learn all that shlokas and all that gata part, they do all that. So spiritual master, you have to go down, superiors like father and mother, and cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. Yesterday we said, non-violence is what? When you don't help anybody in spiritual upgradation, then you are as good as violent to that man. So how much ever possible, you should try to inculcate some bhakti in others also. Do this, do that, you can say. And for men, they have to do Sashtang Namaskar, you can say, or Dandavat Pranam. For ladies, we have to do Panchanga Pranam. We have to just go down, bend down, and we have to do Namaskar. All this will be taught in your level 2, this Bhakti Sadachar. Not only this, how normal this, where to put tilak, all the same. How Vaishnava culture has to be followed. That is how the first 6 chapters will go like that. Then we get to learn Avatar, Vishnu Avatar, all Acharyas and all we'll get to. So this is what is said in 14, no, 15. Anudvega, there's also 3 kinds of austerity. Earlier one was with body, how can you show the austerity? Now with speech, with your words spoken, how you are supposed to speak. Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vanayam tapa uchyate. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others. So you should always, when you know, okay, certain words are going to be very harsh when I talk, when I see somebody and I'm really angry with them. So if I use that word, you pain him. So avoid. Just don't use such words. So that is how we have to practice austerity of speech also. You have to control. Maharaji Yudhishthira was that way. He used to always be very, truthful and all that. And he was very, selective words he used to use. And not agitating to others. It's not words should not be used which will agitate others' mind. And also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. This is how your speech has to be. You should be very careful in uttering the words. Mana prasada, and this is mind. 3 kinds of austerity. We saw body, speech, and now 3rd is mind. Mana prasada samyatvam maunam matma vinigraha bhava samshuddhi iti etat tapo manasam uchyate. And satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence, the same thing will be repeated, are the austerities of mind. So in this you can see Vyasadeva's son, Shuka Goswami, I said, no, he's a parrot, and he was listening to all that Bhagavatam Shloka. So Shiva says, actually Shiva is telling the story to Parvati Devi, but he heard it, and when Shiva really, all this while Parvati has already slept, but you were listening. He's trying to go and catch him, but Shukadeva Goswami is in the form of a parrot, flies, and where he goes, Bitika, Vyasadeva's wife, her name is Bitika. She was yawning and it just goes inside her tummy. Then he's there in a room for almost 16 years. He was not ready to come out. He was 16 years old when already he was there alive. But then he goes inside, he was not ready to come out. But then Krishna has to intervene. He said, why, Baba, you can't sit here for so long, so much trouble for that lady. He said, no, if I come out, the 3 modes will affect me. That is the nature, no? Then God graces him, no, I'll give that blessing to you. You can come out, no, nothing will happen to you. Then he comes out and he lives a very different life. So in this photo, what we can see is, there's Vyasadeva and that young boy, okay? They're all naked, totally naked. Vyasadeva is worn some clothes and all. This boy, he's not concerned about his body at all. He's all in that Atma Rama, they're all in that blissful state. So they came near upon many many ladies were all having bath and all. And the ladies are not bothered also. That boy is going, okay, no problem. He's in his own trance, he's just walking. Behind, when Vyasadeva came, they immediately started hiding their, their body with some cloth and all. So Vyasadeva was surprised. He was asking, my young boy is walking ahead of me. That time nothing affected you. He's young. No, naturally he would look at you. That time you didn't feel anything. But when I come by you, I am old. What am I going to gain by seeing you? He said, no, whatever knowledge you have gained is from this material world. He is Atma Jnana. He has learned so many things. For him, he doesn't look at us as a male body, a female body. For him, the body doesn't remain at all. He looks at us as a Atma inside us. So he sees in a different way. So that is what the story is all about. So that is the austerity of mind. Mind has to be pure. There are, for example, like 6 Goswami brothers are there. You may get their, story in net. You can find out. These both are brothers, real brothers. Okay, Sanatana Goswami and this Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, both are brothers. And those days Muslims were ruling, so they were working in a Muslim company. So in the Muslim company world, they have to change everything. You may have Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, but change your name because you're working in our company. Change your name. So his Rupa Goswami's name was Dabir Khas, and Sanatana Goswami's name was Sakir Malik. All these you will learn in level 2. Okay, and all these lessons you will get in Ishopanishad. Ishopanishad was Ishopanishad. or nectar of instruction, sorry, nectar of instruction, not Ishopanishad. So you'll get to learn all this in the story and all, because he has only written, Rupa Goswami is written, and Sakir Malik. So one day, this Dabir Khas, Sakir Malik, that is Sanatana Goswami. He felt, enough, yaar, I'm working for a Muslim company, they're giving some peanuts, that only, because I have a family, I have to, somehow, whether I like it or not, I'm working in their company, taking whatever salary they give. But he was getting frustrated. He said, he told them, enough, I know I don't want to work, I want to retire, matlab, enough, I will leave your company. So they said, okay, go. So they gave him all that, benefits. All these days you work, so you take your gratuity or whatever given. So lump sum he took, carried home. He gave 50% of the salary, he gave it to Krishna conscious, temple and all that, good, for good charity. The remaining 50, what he did, out of that 50%, he gave it to his wife and children and all that. It is for you, you take care of your this health and all that. I am not going to be here. I am taking sannyas and I am leaving. I have given you money also. Now you can take it. Then the rest of that is 1/4 of his total money. He takes and he goes to the jungle and he wants to live that peaceful and only thinking of Lord. His brothers, Rupa Goswami is there in the same company. He is also planning. Even he has to get rid of that, Muslim company. So he tells them to, but they got agitated. What, your brother, when you also want to go? No. They make him kaidi and he's imprisoned. Then he somehow, something happened and he came out of the prison, he ran away. But he got some money and all, he also did the same thing. He gave 50% to the Krishna conscious, for temple, that, this, Dan, dharma. And baki ka 50% he gave, in that also 50% he gave it to his house. And the rest of the 50, that 1/4%, 50%, he went along with his brother, he joined him and they were, totally in Bhagwan ka dhyan. Then their nephew, Jiva Goswami, nephew of Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, Gopala Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunatha Das Goswami. They also joined this. Oh, such a blissful life. Leave our home and, just think of Lord. Whole day and night, we'll also join him. We all take sannyas. So the 6 Goswamis, very well known. You can read still furthermore. I must have not told the entire story. So you can refer all this Acharya. This also is taught in your Bhakti Sadachar. Acharyas, when it comes, each individual Acharya will be taught. So they reflect a perfect as aesthetic life. Shraddhaya Pare, what? Austerity in 3 modes, how they do austerity. Shraddhaya Paraya Taptam Tapastat Trividam Naraihi Apala Akanshibir Yuktaihi Satvikam Pari Chakshate. Afala Akanshibir. Phala is expecting the fruits. Afala. So what is that? This threefold austerity performed with transcendental faith by men, not expecting material benefits, but engaged only for the sake of Supreme, is called austerity in goodness. What they do, they go, now we have a trip for Vrindavan. They're all going in, Mayapur, our center, we have planned a trip to Mayapur, that is Mayapur, our head, ISKCON head. Center is there, head office. So that is there in November. Okay. And now next month we have, there is a trip to go to our own Mangalore for celebration of this Krishna Jayanti. So whoever wants to participate can go. So all these things will show how much you love our place and being in the devotees, the Sangha, and that will be having a very good effect on us. So like Vrindavan Parikrama. So many devotees, Parikrama is what? Like a full chakkar of Parikrama. So Vrindavan, they do Parikrama. Govardhan, they do Parikrama. Govardhan will be there. It will take 4.5 hours, maybe more than that. Then the Mayapur Parikrama. They're also in Mayapur also, they do Parikrama, but in water area. I've never been here, but here I've been. So all these things you'll get to do with it. So this threefold austerity performed with transcendental faith by men, not expecting material benefits, but engaged only for the sake of the Supreme. Just whatever I'm doing to keep him happy. He has ek nazar hai mere upar. Whatever I'm doing, he's there as a witness. He's watching me. So I will do whatever to please him. It's called austerity in goodness. We don't expect anything in return because we know he will definitely bestow something good on us. But we won't ask because we will ask for 1,000 rupees. He may be waiting to give lakhs. But we'll like, give me 1,000. No? So what a cheat, no? Then we are fools if we ask something. So let us wait. Whatever God gives, we will take. And he is going to give us more only. Why? He has lots. Okay. then Australian 3 modes में Satkaramana pujartam tapodambena chaivati chaivayat kriyate tat iha proktam rajasamchalam adrumam. See what he has done. On his skin, he has poked so many bells. That hook, he has poked on hook, he has, put it on his skin. Penance performed out of pride. Whenever he walks, he'll make ting, 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 ting sound. People will all, oh God, so many hooks. Pride, no, see, I could do it. Penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor, and worship is said to be in the mode of passion. A passionate person will do all this. It is neither stable nor permanent. So this is not going to give him any benefit, but he feels it is, they have been doing in my family, they have been doing, my ancestors were doing, I am also doing. Maybe he will give some reason that way. So, but this is all passionate mode. People who are in Rajasic, people will do all this. It's not given in scriptures. And Muda grahenatmana yat pidaya kriyate tapah parayot sadhanartham va tat tamasam udahritam. Penance performed out of foolishness. He's standing leg, on his feet, not total feet, on his what? What do you call? Toe, what do you call? I forgot. Okay, whatever. So on, not total feet, only on his, I forgot. Whatever. Toes. Yeah, toes. I said correctly. Toes and feet. So he stands like that forever, and with his hand raised, he's standing, he's doing penance. Penance performed out of foolishness. In which scripture it is said, if we ask him, he say, I don't know, but I would like to do this way so that God will be pleased. So that's how fools do that. Penance performed out of foolishness with self-torture or to destroy or injure others. My legs will ache but chalega, but I'm doing this so that my enemy will have to bear that something wrong has to happen to my enemy. So such torturing others or also torturing us also, and like injuring others also, they will do all this. It's said to be in the mode of ignorance. Now what? Charity. How to do charity is very important. दातव्यम इति यद्दानं दीयते अनुपकारिणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतं. You should see desham, kalam, and patram also. What is that patram? Not vessel. It is a individual whom to give. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time, place, and to a worthy person is called patre. Worthy person is considered to be the mode of goodness. So what he is doing, when he's called devotee, he's carrying books. See, they get up early morning, they dress the idol and all that. They'll do japa, 16 rounds. Mangalarti, they will be there. After that, japa, everything. Then there will be 8 o'clock. There will be Bhagavatam lectures. After all that, he doesn't sleep. Take books, go for selling. Let people buy. Let them, know the knowledge. Prabhupada has written so many important books and also let them, all simple, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, small books are available. So just sell it and let people learn, come, be, evolved. So they do all that. By evening, they come, they eat, of course, come to ashram, they have prasad, again they go. Very hard work they do, but they do it with selfless attitude. It is just our duty to upgrade people. So all these people are considered to be in the mode of goodness. Then the second one, yattu pratyupakarartam phalam uddishya va punah diyate cha parikrishtam tad danam raja samsmritam. Such danam is said as rajasi, or which danam you can make out from the picture itself. He has many bags here for giveaway, but what he's doing, the small child is waiting to take that carrot or something. But no, he's not giving. What he's doing, first click selfie, put it in your Insta and Facebook, make yourself famous. People, so much likes and so much comments. He's very happy about that. So he has to praise his own, whatever he does, makes a publicity. And this is how some people like to give charity. They're all in Rajasic mode. But charity performed with the expectation of some return or with a desire for fruitive results or in a grudging mood. Some people go, oh, this man has come. Some function, Navratri or Ganpati, oh, this man has come, I have to give him. Grudging mood, he will give. He is not interested in giving, but can't say no. We are all in same society. Give. So that is also not good. He's said to be the charity given in the mode of passion. Adeshe kale yaddanam apatre yascha dhiyate asatkritam avajnatam. All is coming, all negative, negative, negative. Tat tamasam udahritam, and charity performed at an impure place, at an improper. We have in English we use im. Same way in Sanskrit they have added. Adeshe, apatre, then what avajnatam, all that. Ashakritam. And charity performed at an impure place, at an improper time, and for unworthy persons or without proper attention and respect is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Like for example, he's written very clearly, I need money for weed. Means what? Ganja charas type, some he needs something that intoxicant. And he's smoking also. So if you give him money, your hard-earned money, definitely that money will be your hard-earned money. You don't give away your black money, right? So that money, if he misuses, that path will affect you. That is given in Bhagavad Gita. So you cannot give your hard-earned money to anybody, akale, apatre, and all that. Akale means not a proper place, not a proper time to anybody. So especially during when you're traveling, signalmen and all, the people come, no. You must have seen. Always the child will be sleeping. What they have induced that child. Child doesn't sleep so much. With so much activity and all, they will be awake. Children are so active. But their children will be always sleeping so that they will not disturb, no. They must have injected something, we won't know. But what we see, oh, so small bacha is there. Oh, at least for milk, I'll give some money, no. Let them buy milk. But all this news have come, no. Or there's a Gunda who is running this racket. 50% or some person will go to him. Only the remaining these people will get. So, and bacha, we don't know whose child these people are carrying. There will be all that racket, all very bad. So you feel bad for them, what to do. But don't give them food also. That is also come in WhatsApp. Earlier then, in between they come, don't give them money, give food. In that also what, they will eat some, they will just remove lather from their mouth. They will be, as if they are almost on the deathbed. And people will blame you. See, you gave him something to eat, no? See, that is poisoned him. Now he's going to die. Give me something, otherwise we'll take you to police. We are scared already. Never to bother to open your window whenever these people come. Just avoid. You can feel bad, but you can't do anything. Just pray. Let them be out of all this. And if still you feel like, I have to help them, give it in proper place like temple and pray for them. All so many beggars. Kindly remove them from that state. Make them, lead a normal life. There are people like philanthropists who really help them to bring from the from the roads and all. They feed them, they give them good wash and all that. There are people who can do, but then at least we can't, we won't be able to do to that extent. At least we can give it in the temple and pray, Lord. Because a person may feel, oh, I can give it in Anath Ashram. Anath Ashram, I will give for the children. My birthday comes, that day I will give. My anniversary. Although your birthday will not be all the 365 days. Your anniversary also is not all 365 days. Then you will give only on one particular day. What about the other 364 days? Who will feed them? Suppose in case nobody comes. And you're the person, you're very happy to feed on that one day. I did Annadanam, I did that, I gave books and I gave clothes. Very happy. The whole year you will feel happy. I know what, my birthday always go there. I give away everything. I take my child also. One day is a very good day. What about the next day? Next day, the people are there the same. You may carry the same remembrance and live for the whole year. But this is not the way to be done. Because only for giving one day, will they not be able to get hungry next day? They will definitely get. What we can do is pray the Lord. And that is the solution. When you pray for others, definitely it will be heard. Instead of praying for ourselves, pray for others. Let them be out of all this misery. And because, see, chiti, in our house we may find ants. Of course, in my house I don't allow it to enter because every now and then I put that pest control. But in general, I'm saying, if something is fallen, sugary something ants come. We don't know from where that ants come. They come for food only. So God is providing food for the ants and that, what small insect, as well as to the elephant also. Elephant eats in tons. Who is providing them? Maybe that person who is taking care of the elephant may be a poor person, but he is able to feed. He must be getting some charity, some he may be getting. He will be eating little, but he will give tons. He has to take care of the elephant. He has to give. He cannot give ghas boos and all. Today only ghas. No, he has to give tons of rice or something. So God is there. He will take care of all the living. They are all children of all the living beings. So what we can do is pray, 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 and give to temples. And temples means what? They will misuse. Don't give to, if you don't believe in that temples alone, don't give. But then our own temple, when you see, you may have your own known temple and all, no, where you normally go visit, you know, that temple is good. Go there, give it and pray for all this. You can only do prayers and God is listening and he will give a better life to them. They will be removed out of that ashram, yeah, whatever. But we are nobody to feel. We should never feel that I went and I gave. One day you could give, that's all. Will you be able to give all the 365 days? No, we are not that big, great. Who is great? God is great. He can give them not only 365 days, forever he can provide them. Provide an elephant, provide an crocodile, anybody. Provide for the ant also. So we should always be, help, not think of them, pray for them and give it in the, if you really feel, I have to share something. Definitely you should share. Even in our own temple is being built, you can all give it in a charity. Like, and temple, how much cost it, a lot of money is required in crores. Okay, we can't afford all that. We are not that Ambani's, even Ambani's won't be able to give. So what we can do, at least little 500 rupees every month a scheme is there. What is that? Sudama scheme. Oh, no, 500 is too less. Okay, give 1,000 rupees per month. There's some Sudama, some scheme. There is also Sudama, but some other name is added. So like that, many schemes are there. So you can always give charity to that and you feel nice. God, please save them. All this, this fallen people. Save them, let them have a better life. So there also Atma is there, Paramatma is there. Let them, everybody live happily. That is how we have to do. Yes, and we are coming to the end of it. Om Tat Sat iti nirdesho Brahmana Stri Vida Smritaha Brahmana Sena Vedascha Yajnascha Vihita Pura. Last is Om Tat Sat. About what is Om, what is Tat, and what is Sat, we already said. From the beginning of creation, the three words Om Tat Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. These three symbolic representations were used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of Vedas and during sacrifices for the satisfaction of the Supreme. Even after the end of our each chapter, we say Om Tat Sat iti, we say. So this is all referring home. We have already seen in 10th chapter, Om is referring to the Lord. Tat, that, Sat, Satyam, Lord. So this is all referring to the Supreme Brahman, Supreme God. Next is Tasmadom iti udahritya yajnadanatapakriyaha pravartante vidanoktaha satatam brahma vadinam. Yeah. Therefore, transcendentalists undertaking performances of sacrifice, charity, and penance in accordance with scriptural regulation. However is written in scriptures, accordingly, all these transcendentalists, all these devotees, they undertake performance of sacrifice. They will do according to the scripture. The sacrifice will be done according to the scripture. Charity will be done according to the scripture, mentioned in scriptures. And they'll do penance also accordingly. Begin always with Om. They will always start their all these prayers with Om to attain the Supreme. Om iti etad brahmano nidishtam nama. Rigveda, it is said that. Means what? Om means, it's very long. Om means Vishnu. It is placed at the beginning of Vedic hymns to indicate the Supreme what? Soul. No, Supreme what? I don't know. Supreme goal, maybe. I don't know. It's all gone down. Okay. Yes, next is Tad iti anabisandaya phalam yajnata pakriyaha dana kriyascha vividaha kriyante moksha kangshibihi. Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice. I'm doing a yajna. Why are you doing? I don't. It is my duty. Every monthly, some like you can say Purnima day, I'm doing some yajna. Okay, do. Doing for what you're doing? No, I just felt. One day, like we do Ekadashi fasting. Why are you doing? There is a story behind, but doctors are also advising, at least give rest to your body, at least 15 days, like a blessing it is coming. Every 15 days, you get that 1 day rest your body. So it will cleanse your body also. It is good. So scientifically, when it is proven, people will follow. When it is scriptural, who said, where said, and all people question. That is how we have become intelligent, so-called intelligent people. So less of interest and less of faith in scriptures have become. But that will improve how? When we keep listening to Bhagavad Gita, attend all these classes, slowly we'll have faith in the God and we can train our children, our people, and entire our community will be so strong. Nobody can dare to, shake us. Now we're all shaky. Oh, what will happen if our girl child will get married to some other caste and that? Oh, will she cry and come back? And all that fear we have. Why will she go first? Because she doesn't have a strong belief in our scriptures and all. Not going to some other topic. Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, charity with the word tat. The purpose of such transcendental activities is to get free from material entanglement. Given tat, just danam. So the Tattwamasi, Chandogya Upanishad 6.8.7. Tattwamasi, whatever you see in me, I am within you. As a Paramatma is there. We are seeing God there, but he is as a Paramatma in us also. So that describes detached work for the sake of liberation. These activities are done with regard for material results. They're all little technical, I mean, philosophical. I'm not going too deep into that. Sadbhave sadhubhave cha saditi etat prayujyate prashasta karmani tatha sachabda partha yujyate yagne tapasidane cha sthiti sad iti chocyate karma chaiva tad atiyam sad iti eva bhidhiyate. The absolute truth is the objective of devotional sacrifice, and it is indicated by the word sat. Satyam. Sat is what? That is the truth. That is eternal. The performer of such sacrifice is also called Sat. I have told earlier also, we are all part and parcel of the Lord. If God is Sat, Satchitananda means what? We will also be Satchitananda, but in small quantity. And but we have to do the devotional service. Otherwise, we are all Satchitananda, but dragged with all that material lust and all, if it attracts, then the Satchitananda will be weak. So we have to develop the Satchitananda in us, and we will also be equal to them. But quality same. We all same quality. Only quantity wise, we are all Anu, God is Vibhu. The performer of such a sacrifice is called Sat, as are all works of sacrifice, penance, and charity, which true to the absolute nature are performed to please the Supreme Person, or Sannaprita. Whatever we do japa, you people are attending class, okay, certificate is aside. That is just to motivate you all. But otherwise, what happens in 18 days, what happens is something in you that to know that you have to have that brain, to intellect, to understand what some changes has come in me. Not come, do it again, September. Definitely some changes will come in me. Either you would have become shant, or you would have, of course, Bhagavad Gita ka gyan to aaya rahega. But other than that, in your nature, there will be some changes would have happened. If you are unable to trace out, that is you are unable to make it out. Otherwise, definitely some changes would have creeped in. So do it again and again. Obviously, we see others will start praising you. Others will find out, pehla kaisa tha, abhi kitna acha ho gaya. Something they will say. Definitely, you won't go to bad to worse. You will become either floating, or some better person you will evolve. So the performer, okay, penance, charity, truth of are performed to please them. So whatever we do is to only please the Lord. So Sad Eva Saumya, Chandogya Upanishad, everything, all references given. Okay, this is not required, but then I thought I'll just include. Why I don't know why I included. In the morning only I did this. Sat means eternal, Satyam, eternal. Activity is done for the service of the Lord. Reveal the true spiritual nature. In such activity, the performer of actions become eternal. The activities are aimed at the eternal, and the benefits of the activities are eternal. We are also eternal. We are not that. The body is not what we are. We are the eternal living being. Atma is eternal. We are doing oblation to whom? That eternal supreme being who is also eternal. And what? The activities are also eternal. That effect of it will be eternal. So how much we can understand depends on how much we have capacity to understand. Almost coming to the end. Will not bore you much. Factually, the transcendental sound Omkara. Factually, the transcendental sound Omkara, that Om we say, no? Although a combination of 3 letters, people who have done yoga, they will come from. They'll just sit idle and Om, they say for long. The longer than A will be U, longer than A and U will be they just carry like that. So that is how supposed to be done. That. So A-U-M. In English we say, but in phonetic we should say, we should be saying that has transcendental potency, and one who chants Omkara will very soon realize Omkara and Lord Vishnu to be non-different. We'll find Omkara and Lord Vishnu both are same. We can make out that different. We will not have any difference between these two. That realization will come. A is what? A karanochyate Krishna Sarva Lokaika Nayaka. A is referring to whom? Krishna, who is a Sarva Lokaika Nayaka, is the master of all the lokas. Who Karanochyate Radha, who is referring to the Radha Rani. Ma, that is, we say that is Ma Karo Jiva Vachaka. The letter Akara refers to Krishna, who is Sarva Lokaika Nayaka, the master of all living entities and planets, material and spiritual. The letter U, Ukara, indicates Srimati Radharani, the pleasure potency of Krishna, and the letter Makara indicates the living entity Jiva. It is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 7.128. This is also taught in our subject as one of the subject in this is a PhD degree. Okay, now what we are in the elementary school. Bhagavad Gita elementary is level 1. Then you go to proper this and all. Then you get bachelor degree. After that you go to masters. When you do Bhagavatam and all, it will be a master degree. After that, Chaitanya Charitamrita comes. There are 3 heavy books, voluminous. Adi Leela, Madhya Leela, and Antya Leela. So many descriptions, so many things. Very interesting that will be. But many classes are going on. You all can participate in all the class. But as a curriculum, it will get on the later level. So very interesting, all this part. I want everybody from our class to join L2 and just proceed. Ashra, this is the last verse, okay, 728. Ashraddaya hutam dattam tapastaptam kritam chayat asat iti uchyate partha nachatat pretya no iha asat. Means what is asat? Anything done as sacrifice, charity or penance without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and then if you don't get any punya or nothing. It's like eating a burger. Yesterday we said, no? Eating burger, what you get? No, nothing in it. It is like sugar cane, put it in the machine. What no juice coming, but you keep putting the sugar cane in the machine, just a satisfaction, like juice will extract juice. So any penance done without faith in the Lord, that will not be called sat. It will be called asat, and it is useless. Both no benefit in this janma as well as next birth also. It is not going to benefit us because now whatever we are doing, we are adding up to the mark whatever we have acquired earlier. Add till that 100 comes. No, 80 years ho gaya, 90 years ho gaya, we have to die. We have to leave this body. No problem. How much ever marks we have attained, like 98, okay, we will take another birth in a aristocratic family. It's all given in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, I'm not putting up stories. It is there in many shlokas. It will be taught in the level 2. And then you'll be born in a good family, in such a family, that very pious family, right from your childhood, you'll be learning all scriptures and all that. I said, no, Bal Guru, those people are there in our own, we can see them actually. The proof is there, such children are there. Not only we made them Bal Guru, they have so much knowledge. The question they will ask in the class, we will say, oh God, how can they think of so much and getting all the doubts perplexed? Okay, so this is the end of it. We'll close it. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Saptadashodhyayah. We take this summary. Arjuna asked, what mode of nature governs those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination? That is the question he asked first in the first verse in this chapter. In reply, Krishna analyzes the different kinds of faith, food, charity, austerity, sacrifice, and penance that mark the different modes of material nature. As your, the modes are in the supreme level, accordingly, your behavior changes. The 3 words, Om Tat Sat, are symbolic representation of the supreme absolute truth. Om indicates the supreme, Tat is used for getting free from material entanglement, and Sat indicates that absolute truth is the objective of devotional service. Any sacrifice, charity, or penance performed without the faith, without faith in the supreme is called asat or impermanent. Tomorrow, the last chapter, very interesting it will be. Please don't miss. That means you are missing the end part. Any film, you should be there till they show the white screen. You can't skip and go. Last moment, some turn will come. So tomorrow it will be 1 to 12 is acting with detachment is true renunciation and brings freedom from reaction. 13 to 18 is the conclusion of Sankhya and Vedanta. There are some Vedanta philosophies will come, but that will get over fast. Action directed by the super soul, bring freedom from reaction. Then 19 to 40 the entanglement of three modes. Again, we'll talk about three modes and what Krishna says and what Arjuna says and how this one Sanjaya praises. All that will be very interesting. Oh, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant and be happy. This is what is our, we have that, logo type. So keep yourself happy always and chant. Yes. Vanchakalpadrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki. Anantakoti Bhakta Vrinda ki. Louder. Prabhupada ki. Ramacharya Haridas Thakur ki. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Bhagavad Gita Bhagavad Granth ki. Shri Shri Radha Govind ki. Oh, Premanande.
Hari Bol.
All are in Sattva-guna. Now that is proved, okay? All our students are all in nice Sattva-guna. 1 minute, how to stop?